We have concrete on the ground, and boy are we making memories. This has been a long time coming, and what you're looking at is the 24 by 30 garage. I keep telling people I know personally that one of the first things I'm going to purchase is a floor jack. Let's take a look at the other large concrete pad now. The Amish are supposed to be here early next week, so we should see some progress pretty darn quickly. This is 60 by 40. There's going to be a 12-foot lean-to. Make sure you follow the channel because we will be having videos about the costs of each individual step as best as I can break it down along the way. We're going to have a door on each end of the shop so we're able to drive through it, but one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to do that is to be able to allow wind to have a nice cooling effect as I'm working in here with my kids. We're going to have a walk-through door in this vicinity right here under the lean-to, and what you're looking at is the future filming area for the Okie Woodsman channel. My plan is to get this set up extremely well with good visuals so that way I can make better content for you all. I'm contemplating closing this in and heating and cooling it so that way this is a comfortable spot to work year-round no matter how hot or how cold it is. This backhoe is going to prove very useful because we have to remove some dirt that I had the excavation company push in there, and I probably shouldn't have, and it's my fault because I was directing them. It's starting to get warmer here in Oklahoma, and I need to get my air conditioner put back in here as quickly as possible. And what that means is I need to build up this pad, but I need material for that. Well, the good news is I have the material right here. I don't need this much here. It's all laying up against my post. In fact, that concrete thing right there is what the air conditioner was originally setting on before. So I'm going to come in here with the backhoe and start scratching at this, throwing the material off to the side, exposing this post, and then the extra material I'm going to try to throw over on that corner of the pad. The thing is it would be really handy to be able to drive up on this pad and start layering material back into this corner. The only problem is this is green concrete, and I don't think that's a good idea. Now, if you have any concerns about the erosion that you see here, I fully understand. But this occurred because this was completely non-compacted and all of the water was sheeting off of the driveway going into here. Now that we have a building pad here, this is not going to occur. But what that does mean is that this water is going to be hitting this and going that way or that way. So as we see what the water does with time, it will determine what I do with French drains and building up material or removing material in certain places. So we're just going to have to see as it goes. I'm going to be really curious to see how wet the ground is all the way down because we've had a lot of rain. Thankfully, I was able to get around the building pad with this tractor. I'm glad we have enough room, but I could definitely see the purpose for some of those real small machines. We're down into dry dirt. I was wondering if we'd ever see that. Now, I'll need to scoop some more out of here.
It's a lot of dirt.
It is. Thank God for the backhoe, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, that was unexpected.
Let me hold it, and then you come up and get it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it again, okay? I'm gonna go around the other side of the house real quick with it. Always love it when a plan actually goes as planned. So this is looking way better, everyone. Now what I've got is I've got spoils that are gonna be a little bit problematic with the length of my tractor in this vicinity. A stand-on skid steer like the Light that Mike at Rusty Garage and Homestead has would be phenomenal right now, because I would be able to come in and start, I need this dirt to go over that way. But we're going to see if we can do it with a machine that is over 20 feet long, I think. I've got an idea. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna swing this over to shorten up the length of my tractor. That'll work. So now I have more room rear-wise. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because, well, that's gonna be soft over there, and if my front end falls down in the hole, I don't wanna end up under the tractor. Let's hope this is not a video about the tractor hitting the house. My goal is to haul this over here directly, so I'm just making some room. I don't know if there's any nails in anything. Now this is the question, where do I go with the spoils? I can go here, or I can go there, but then I might not be able to back. Oh, if I put them right there, I can probably scoop them if I back up past them. Turn. All right, I'm gonna go jump. Right about there?
Yeah. Now drop it and kind of back drag it.
Tell me when. Good? So this is working pretty well because I was kind of concerned. Well, to be honest with you, I had some sleepless nights thinking about this. Now, one of the things I was worried about was the tractor, was the ground feeling soft on this side over here to my left. I just was having like thoughts of it collapsing and me falling down the hill. This is good because it's helping compact the side of the fill here, which is great. It had the least amount of pressure applied to it. I'm gonna push a little bit more. There we go. Nice scoop. push it.
Okay, stop.
Good.
No.
I need to back up because I will fall down. My bucket's supporting me. Before I continue, I want to reassess what's happening here. Yeah, I think we've still got a lot more. I think I need to set back up and start just pulling this out more and more because we still got plenty of room. I want to make this more gradual so it's not so steep going off the back. Now, we're still going to have more work over here, but again, part of what I'm doing here is just exposing around the post. Oh, it's right there. We're at concrete right there. So that's good. That worked out really well, having the backhoe swung off to the side to get the increased, well, I guess the decreased length on the machine. Also kind of nice because it's a counterbalance uphill from downhill. Now, of course, with a tractor, side slope is never good, and working off the side of a hill like this is not good either. We're just going to go ahead and slowly start building this back up. We're going to go ahead and build this back up, and then this is all going to get re-sloped at some point. That's not the primary focus for today, though. Today is getting as much done in here as we can, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fit the backhoe in here once the building's here. And that could happen within a couple weeks, maybe even a week. I kind of don't necessarily want to dig this down a whole bunch. We don't know what we're going to use this spot for back here. I have a couple things in my mind, but that'll be for a later time. We're building up the pad to be able to set the air conditioner on, giving them room just in case they want to move it this way a little bit, because the line set is right there. You all right? Your hands are probably going to be sore.
I was just trying to get the whole thing. Might as well.
Hang tight.
Here, grab the end. Grab the end.
I will. Look at the straight line.
Hey, close up.
Good.
High on the
On back.
outside.
We'll go within an inch of the foundation. There's good. That'll work right there. My wife and I have leveled a spot for this air conditioning, which is welcome because this next week we're supposed to be getting into the upper 70s. And while that's not burning up hot, our house does need some AC. It gets very humid and wet quickly. We're going to be bringing in more gravel fill eventually. This may end up being a little higher than the rest of this, but I just wanted to get it up out of the way and make sure that the AC was not lower than everything else around here. If you do heat and air, is that a good location for that line set? Hopefully that won't be a problem. This is going pretty well. It's gonna be a little bit tedious because what I gotta do is dig and then get the spoils out of the way, dig and get the spoils out of the way. What I don't wanna do is make it to where I can't work back here anymore. So I'm just slowly chipping away on this corner. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but I'm kind of actually envisioning kind of like a radius and then kind of like that. So this area right here, and then this is all gonna gently slope. Probably gonna have to hop on that hill and do some handwork at some point because I've reached the maximum reach of my backhoe, but this is gonna be a lot better. And also my wife has been talking about putting stairs down to here, so we're just gonna probably leave this be for the most part. But what I am gonna do is ease this whole bit right here. I still gotta bale more dirt out here before I start digging here because I don't wanna hand dig all that around the stump, or not the stump, the post. Now, one thing is, it's still not off the table. I may end up putting another sonotube and shortening up that post to keep it out of the dirt. Those are burned and they are treated sawmilled lumber from us. So I don't know how good I feel about leaving that in ground contact. I mean, really, the treated lumber is not that good anyway. I mostly just wanna, I've gotta take small bites because this corner is gonna collapse here. Okay, that's as much as I can go forward. Keep in mind, I still got to dig this back up to put utilities in there. I got to run power up through here too still. So I might leave a little bit of material down there so I can cover it up, so I don't have to dig so far. I should have brought the rake. Turn to the left. Okay, right there's good. Stay on here for a second. Turn. Good scoop. were so busy, I completely forgot to do a closing to this video. My kids are kind of enjoying the concrete. You guys think this is cool?
Yeah. Yes.
My wife and I successfully got the dirt pulled away from the deck, built up a pad for the AC, and it became clear that I just need to get a machine over here with more reach because I need to pull that material out of there. Now, my wife and I also made a final decision. We believe that I am going to go ahead and get concrete around that. We're going to shorten up all the wood, and we're going to actually fill back in with this material down here. The reason why we're going to do that is it's just going to make the easiest transition from the deck onto the pad right here. We're just kind of seeing how this is going to go with time. We don't know exactly how this is going to be designed. I don't know. Tell me what you would do. Tell me what you would have done. I don't have the ability or the knowledge to like do an elevation type drawing with, you know, showing plans and all that. None of this was engineered or planned. We're just building our dreams out here in rural Oklahoma. Make sure you follow along if you want to watch this garage be completed and the 60x40 shop be completed as well. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.